Today's collectible spot, we are having a look at the Vinyl Sugar Dorbs Guardians of the Galaxy Vinyl Collectibles. A new line of vinyl figures coming to us from the folks over at Vinyl Sugar. This particular line just happens to be the Guardians of the Galaxy, and Spot decided to do them all in one go. As they are a team after all, makes sense to have them all as one review. They are also a smaller piece too, so I thought it was probably good to have them just all in one video. And Star-Lord here is number 22, though the rest of them are all in sequence, because if you spin around the package here, the helmeted Star-Lord is actually number 13, and it goes 14, 15, 16, and 17, with the unmasked Star-Lord as number 22. And I didn't actually remember seeing the helmeted version of Star-Lord in the comic book store, but I got the unhelmeted version anyways. There's a total of 24 figures that you can collect. I do like them, that they kind of remind me of like little people from like the old Fisher-Price days. Here's what they look like on the side. They have their own, of course, corresponding side pieces for, Gamora, Rocket, Groot, and Drax. And then we spin around the bottom of the package. Vinyl Sugar, again, is the manufacturer of these new lines. It's not recommended for ages 0 to 3, as it does have a choking hazard. You can go to www.facebook.com/Vinyl Sugar, www.twitter.com/Crave Vinyl Sugar, and www.instagram.com/Vinyl Sugar. That being said, Spot's going to take a break. We're going to get this opened up, and when we come back, we're going to get a better look at the Vinyl Sugar Dorbs Guardians of the Galaxy. There's more heading away, guys. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. The Guardians of the Galaxy Dorbs, though small in stature, are pretty fun little collectible pieces. A very simplistic, stylized version of the Guardians of the Galaxy from the movie in just a blocky treatment. They have very large heads, very small base bodies. In fact, it actually looks like the bodies are the same ones that get used through all the characters. The only thing that's different in sculpt is really the head. It's almost kind of hard to gauge it, but there's a good bit of weight to these. Like, you think that they would be light in weight, but no, in fact, there is a good bit of weight. And yes, a lot of the weight does reside in the head. These are solid pieces, I also might add. They do have a little bit of articulation, and I say little. It's really just basically the head. The head movement is on all of them, and we'll look at them each individually. First things first, let's have a look at Star-Lord. Very happy. They all have these kind of squinted, it's too sunny outside faces on them. Good sculpt on Star-Lord's hair, I like that. And the arms, a consistent, you'll see with all the bodies, the arms stand on the side. They're just kind of draped on the side there. Coloring's very nice. Very clean, very, very clean pieces, which is one compliment I can make for the line as a whole. So far from what I've seen, it's very clean, there's no mess. The printing is very, very immaculate. I don't want to say immaculate, but like the detail printing is very precise. That's the word I want to use, precise. Precise. Yeah, I do like this. I do like these pieces a lot. It makes me think I did want to get the helmeted Star-Lord. Sadly, they didn't have him. They only had the unhelmeted version. There you have Star-Lord. Pack on the back there. Moving along, let's have a look at Drax. There's no real rhyme or reason for which ones we're having a look at, but let's have a look at Drax next. These also kind of look like, they also kind of remind me of like the vending machine. We had a look at them before, like the vending machine DC characters, Marvel characters, where like the head could separate and the bodies were inside. Remember those? Gotta say, really fun work they did on his tattoos. His face tattoo is a raised piece. It's not painted. Well, it is painted, but it's raised. It's actually a sculpted piece. This guy's tattoos present on the front, tattoos present on the back, though these tattoos are not raised. They're just painted on. There you have Drax. Same articulation. His head still moves left and right. And on the underside, I thought it would actually have said Vinyl Sugar. Does it actually say Vinyl Sugar? No, it doesn't actually. It says, well, it says Funko, which Funko is a Vinyl Sugar are working. It's a subsidiary to Funko. Let's have a look at Gamora. Let me also say Gamora is the heaviest of the pieces, probably because of the sculpt of her hair. The hair adds a lot of extra weight to her. Like, no kidding, this has good bit of weight to it. You wouldn't want to be throwing these at anybody. Not that you would want to be throwing collectibles anyways, but certainly don't want to be throwing these. This color of her skin's very nice. Again, the printing on her body is quite solid. Love the transitioning of her hair color, like, you know, the actual character in the movie. I do like how well they've done that in the Dorbs treatment. So you have Gamora. Then you start kind of getting into the more exciting characters. Not to say that the first three weren't exciting, but we've got Groot. Has the same body type as the others. The only difference is, like the others, the head sculpts are different. Groot's very exciting in the fact that he's got the green leaves sticking out from the top. It's not just simply a round piece where they've said, okay, let's see if we can make a round piece into a tree. No, they actually sculpted in a tree that has that, you know, tree stump look to it. He's happy too. That's good to know. I guess the only thing that would be off, because these are really using the same body, is that their scale is off. Rocket Raccoon is the same height as Groot. Makes no sense, but again, like that's the way that these pieces are designed. Am I the only one, though, that feels like these kind of remind me of, well, am I the only one that feels like these remind us of like the little people from Fisher-Price? And I'm probably asking the people in their 30s, the little mini figures, they basically were just a base, and then they had a round head. If anybody remembers Little People. Rocket's about the only one that has the extra addition. He does have his tail, which is not something I think that would have worked as just a printing on his back. You obviously had to put a tail on the back. That gives him some extra oomph. Sculpt on his face is quite nice. Again, very happy. They're all very happy little characters. But very impressed with the printing. Very impressed with the color. It's nice, a nice vibrant paint. I like these. They're not everybody's cup of tea, but that's as it goes with vinyl pieces. Some vinyl pieces people are really going to go crazy about, while others, maybe like these ones here, for example, not everyone is going to dig them. But if you kind of like that super stylized, fun little vinyl figures, then the Dorbs might be right for you. Today's collectible spot, we're having a look at the vinyl sugar Dorbs, Guardians of the Galaxy vinyl figures. Stay tuned, guys. Spot's got more collectible spots heading your way. Thanks for watching as you always do. I'll see you next time.